I don't even think y'all ready.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Jane. Thank you again for tuning in for episode 3 of Day to Day with Jane. So today we will be talking about the down low male and females in the world, I guess you would say, and in the fetish. I know a lot of y'all are looking at me right now like, Jane, how can a woman be down low? I'm gonna tell you. So basically, I received this email. I'm gonna read the email to you guys because I've been waiting for an email, and this email came through. It was really lit, and I was like, I gotta read it. Like, so before I get into the email, I basically just want to say, first, before I say, I want to open up the invitation to anybody who might have a fetish like this. Of course, you'll remain anonymous, but if you have a fetish like this or anything that might pertain to this, you could definitely hit me up on daytodaywithjane@gmail.com. Tune in, give me your answers, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what's going on because I love them. I don't judge them. And some people just don't understand, like, when you say fetish, they think, oh, like just sex, or they think like just feet or something of that nature, or porn. It goes really, really deep with fetishism. And I think that people just need to open their minds. Like, if a person says they have a fetish, it's not going to be something like everybody might cling to, or it's not going to be something that everybody likes. So with this particular situation, with the email I received, I want to address the down low community. And when I say community, I say that because there are a lot of them that don't want to come out, or they don't know how to come out, or you don't know how to come out. Whatever the case may be, this is the topic for the day. So, a down low man. Of course, everybody knows what a down low man is. A down low man is someone who is dating a woman, or who dates women, or who portrays to be interested in women but is really interested in men, or sexual activities that would involve men. Females, it's just basically vice versa. They date men but they're really into women, and they would prefer the sexual activity from a woman. Now, bisexual is, of course, when you like men and you're open about it, and you like women and you're open about it. Regardless, like, a lot of guys like to pick on people. It's mostly guys, I would like to say, or scorn or bitter females. If a guy comes out and he's like, hey, I like women but I also like to dabble with men, it's more so like, hey, he's gay. Like, that nigga gay. That nigga gay. That nigga gay.
Y'all niggas are gay.
In my Riley voice, like, that nigga's gay. No, he just came out and told you what he is. He likes women, but he also is attracted to men, and men turn him on. If you don't like that and that's not what you're into, don't fuck with him. Some people are open to it. You have like transsexual, pansexual. It's like so many different things that you can be. And at the end of the day, again, I love them. I don't judge them. So, what is the difference? What makes, and this is my question, what makes a guy who, let's say, might like certain things from a woman gay? Like, if a guy was to have sex with a woman but he was like, yo, fuck me in my ass, is he gay? Because he's getting it from a woman. I don't feel like it's gay necessarily unless he wants it from another man, and then that makes it bisexual. I necessarily won't say that it's gay. But I live in a whole fetish world where there's a lot of stuff that goes on, so I've opened my mind up, and I've been able to sit down and process, like, people for people and why they do things, and a lot of people can't do that. So that's why I bring myself to that question, like, ladies, if your boyfriend was like, yo, I want you to do something crazy to me, like, would you look at him like, nah, nigga, you weird, you're gay? Or would you openly be like, well, you know, I'm glad that you came to me with it, because I would prefer for you to tell me than for you to go out here and do it behind my back. And ladies, I only ask this question because the day and age that we live in, there are a lot of men who do prefer certain things because they are learning things. And then like once you're a guy, like guys are fucking disgusting. Once you have sex with like 50, 60, 100, 200 bitches and you jack your dick every day, it's like, yo, what's the next level of nut for me? What's the next level of orgasm for me? So if that nigga just so happens the one that find his G-spot, then why be mad at him? Like, you force this man to think the stereotype is to get bitches and fuck pussy all day. Like, it's just not getting him off anywhere. Like, what do you want that man to do?
What more do you want from me?
I'm joking. I'm joking. Anyway, so I'm gonna get to this email, and first things first, I'm very, very respectful of people's privacy. So they want to remain anonymous, which is cool with me. I really don't mind. I actually encourage people to come out and tell their stories, regardless if you want to be anonymous or not. I feel like you have to tell your story. I feel like everybody has to have somebody that's going to sit there and listen, or has to have somebody to understand them, because people think they do things in the fetish world that's weird and they can't accept it. And I get all the time, well, I don't want to come out, or I don't want people to know, people think I'm weird. Fuck people. People don't pay your bills. People don't lay beside you at night. People don't know your fears, your weaknesses. They're not there for you when you're alone. They're not there for you when you're gonna die. They weren't there when you were born. They don't give a fuck about you. So live your life, live your truth, embrace your fetish, fall in love with your fetish. And I'm gonna push that all year, every day, every year, all the time. If you have something that you're into, unless you're like a fucking serial killer or something, do it.
Why are you making it complicated? It's easy.
Just don't hurt no animals or children in the process. Disclaimer. Gotta say that because some people got some weird shit.
I just got a letter. I just got a letter.
This email comes from Anonymous. They would like to remain anonymous. I've expected my boyfriend of cheating for a few months now, but I've cheated also, so I would prefer to stay anonymous. I noticed that he stopped paying for things for me, and I never asked why until about 2 weeks ago. He told me he had some bills that had went up, and he would chip in to cover for his roommate. When I looked at his phone, I went through his call log and his texts, and I didn't see anything. His roommate recently purchased a PS5. Pause. Y'all know the PS5 is going for some bread right now. I think they sold out, by the way. And that made me feel some type of way. Because if you're broke, how are you able to afford a PS5? Facts. Facts, sis. Okay. I felt like my boyfriend was a lame. Like, wow. I wanted to say something, but it wasn't my place to check his roommate. My boyfriend was drunk last night, and he was looking on his phone, laughing, and he was texting someone. He took a shower, and so I looked at his phone, and I still didn't see anything, and I was like, fuck. I had to find something at this point because I was curious. He hasn't asked me for sex at all. Can't even find it. Red flag. Red flag. Red flag. I'm looking through his email when I see a notification that he was on Instagram. It was a girl, so I checked the message. Here we go. I was about to contact the girl, but then I saw a Cash App tag above it, and I was crushed. I Googled a request that had asked for. I Googled a request that he had asked for, and now I don't know if I want to be with him anymore. That's a little extreme to me. I cried and literally stalked her page for like 2 hours. I looked at everything. I looked at her Twitter and I was like, what the hell? I want to ask my boyfriend what's going on and why he's into it. And I'm really at a loss of words because we've been dating 3 years. I feel bad because I cheated on him and I thought we could both come clean. But I don't know if I can listen to his explanation and I can't forgive him. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I should do. I'm sorry. And I'm mad he lied to me because I gave him extra money to help him cover some of his bills. And he's sending money to another woman. What should I do? Well, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I've already read this message, but when I first read it, the first thing I was thinking was, of course, you really can't say shit because you cheated on your nigga. So you actually went out and committed the full act of cheating with another physical person. So that you are also in the wrong. So you really can't say shit or be judgmental. But also, your man is definitely wrong. I mean, I really don't know the situation. I don't know the relationship. I don't know who he's contacted. I don't know any of that information. She was not specific. I wasn't just being stingy with details because y'all know if I got the scoop, I'm going to give it to you. If they don't want to be anonymous, that is. But basically, I feel like we're living in a world where it should be okay to come out and it should be okay to be who you are. And the only thing that I could think of that would make me question if my boyfriend is bisexual would be if it would be a guy having sex with him, which isn't the case because she said that she contacted a female or looked on a female's page. It was a female. So knowing what I know about the fetish that I have or that the fetish that I'm in and the shit that I see, you could have a number of things going on. You could either be twerking or dancing. A lot of guys like to do that. You could like to be pegged. You could like to dress up like a female and be called certain names or be dominated in certain type of ways in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? But like, for you to necessarily say like I think he's gay, I feel like it would have to be more extreme, like of a penetration type of a thing. And anybody who doesn't understand what I'm saying, like I don't want to break it down too much because this is obviously YouTube and I don't want nobody to be like, oh my god, like flag me for shit. But look up pegging, and that would basically be like the main thing that I would think. Obviously, if your boyfriend is twerking for another female, that would be mad weird. But at the same time, females aren't really easy to talk to if you want to say like, hey, baby, let me twerk for you tonight. Like, that's probably not going to turn your bitch off unless she's in the fetish. Which brings me to my next topic. I feel like people who know that they have fetishes or that they're into stuff and they don't know where they are, especially people who are not comfortable with their fetishes, I feel like they should not date people who don't have a fetish. Now, when I say that, I don't want anyone to feel offended or anything like that, but everybody has a fetish. It's just basically like, what's your fetish? Because a lot of people watch porn and people don't notice like if you pay attention to someone's porn history, you can kind of like tell by the details that like what kind of porn they like. And people don't pay attention to stuff like that. You just really have to know who you're dealing with. And some people can get it and understand because they're into it too, and then some people can't, and then that's where it's like weird. And I feel like that's where the word weird comes from. People like disagree with, and people try to knock what they don't understand and what they don't know too much about. But I feel like everybody has a fetish. Like, I have a lot of weird fetishes. Like, I won't break it down, but I've had them for a while. It's not like just something that happened overnight. These are kind of like things that I've done for a long time since I was a young child and never really noticed it. Like, I shake my foot and move my feet all the fucking time. Like, I haven't even paid attention to my foot the whole time it's been here. But it's probably done some weird shit the whole time it's been sitting up here. And I just don't know. But I'm pretty sure I'll know after. But like, you know, everybody has a fetish. And I feel like people are so quick to just knock it. Don't knock it. Embrace it. Feed it. Live it. Don't lie about it. You have people out here confused because they feel like what they like is not accepted. So they try to do things and change who they are and have like whole dramatic experiences growing up in life. And that's not cool either. So, excuse me. At the end of the day, all the time people hit me up like, oh, I love your feet, or this, that, and third. My girlfriend doesn't like feet, or my girlfriend doesn't this, or my girlfriend doesn't have pretty feet. Why would you date a girl who doesn't have pretty feet if you know you like pretty feet? Or why would you not date a girl who is a stripper to date a girl who's not a stripper but you love strippers? Like, people are so fucking... I don't even know how to explain it. People like to take something that's like new, like from scratch, like something from wherever, like something with nothing, and turn it into something like they want it to be. Like, you could try to take someone who's never been a stripper, who's never done this, who's never done that, and you will want them to portray qualities of that person once you've been together for a certain amount of time. Because that's what you're into, when you could have just went to somebody who does that and who is already that person. And I feel like that's a lot of the reason why the fetish community does feel saturated. And I feel like that's another reason why females are not taking quality pictures, and it's not quite modeling anymore. It's more of a sexual thing. And I don't knock anybody for what anybody does, but I know, like, when it's time for business, it's time for business. I can take quality pictures that are not me with my pussy and ass and shit out. That's a quality picture that you might want to put in a magazine, that you might want to put in a blog or on your wall in your house, or you might just want to use it for various reasons, for advertisement, for whatever, just for a video, for whatever. But there's also that other side, like, hey, like, this is the VIP side. If you slide over to the VIP side, you pay the VIP price, but shit is VIP. Like, for who the fuck's gonna complain about VIP? If I go to the club, I'm gonna stand in line, or I'm gonna pay the price to skip the line. I'm gonna pay the stand in line. Got heels on. I already don't want to stand up in the club. So when I get in the club, I'm either gonna pay for the VIP, or I already have the VIP paid for, or I'm going to sit here with the regular people and wait for somebody to get up from the bar and have a seat. No, get the fucking VIP booth where you know you're going to be able to sit down. It makes more sense. Right? It makes more sense. Like, but some females just don't get that and don't have that. And then some guys put people on that's not supposed to be there. And some females put females on that's not supposed to be there. And I feel like there's such a bad representation of what having a fetish is, and people that have a fetish, when at the end of the day there are a lot of stars who have fetishes and you don't look at them like they're fucking crazy. Like, I'm not even gonna flex. Like, I have a couple all-stars in my lineup, like, that might hit me up for you know, pictures or whatever the case is. I'm not gonna say no to a bag just because I think a motherfucker's weird. That doesn't make sense. Like, it's a marketing strategy in everything that you do. And I feel like if you're gonna sit here and judge and be like, oh, people are weird, people are weird, people are weird. Okay, guys, if people are so weird, let's take a step back to a year and a half ago. Who had an OnlyFans a year ago? Who had an OnlyFans a year and a half ago? I did not have an OnlyFans a year and a half ago because I had a song called OnlyFans, and I wanted to see what the song was going to do before I made an OnlyFans. But I didn't release the song because shit happened. So I said, fuck it, I really made an OnlyFans. And I was like, you know, I need the whole fucking experience. Like, I want to know what this OnlyFans is. And I made an OnlyFans. And when I fucking tell you why, I understand why you have Chris Brown and fucking everybody else in the fucking world right now, like, on OnlyFans. Like, do y'all know? When people today say, like, I have an OnlyFans, like, people be, like, tripping. Like, people was like, what's Chris Brown gonna be doing on his OnlyFans? Is he gonna be drawing? Is he gonna be... It don't fucking matter because it was not even made to be what it is now or what is known or represented for it now. OnlyFans is basically a way to sit down with your customers or sit down with your fans to say, hey, this is who I am, and you're gonna have to pay for an inside scoop on my life. And there's nothing wrong with that because right now the fucking world is shut down. How else do you expect for people to make coin? And if you're mad at people or if you're in your feelings for artists and stars and everybody like that because they're making OnlyFans and you feel like they're slowing down your traffic, bitch, get your hustle up. There's no reason to be fucking mad at anybody. And it doesn't make sense. Everybody can get money. We can all be out here chilling, happy, living life, doing what we like to do. I know like 20 females that sell clothes and shoes right now. I'm not knocking none of them. Shit, I shop with all of them, to be honest with you. I just know who to shop with for what I want to shop with. And, you know, if you don't understand, then reference back to the last one with scamming. Just get a business connection and blah, blah, blah. Reference back to episode 2 for what's going on in episode 3 in this conversation right now. But I don't see why people mislead people into having a relationship with them and not telling people who they truly are. If you have a fetish, tell a person. Tell a person. Tell a neighbor. Tell a friend. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell, like, why? And I really want people to hit me up about this topic. I want you guys to hit me up. Why do you feel like you have to lie or hide who you are from the world when the world is so openly accepting everything at this point? Like, what is the point of you trying to say you're not a person that you really truly are?
The nigga didn't hide his kid from the world, but his world want to hide from the kid?
I would really like for you guys to hit me up at my email at daytodaywithjane@gmail.com to just talk to me about your stories. Like, if you ever like had to come out to somebody, or you're scared and you don't want to come out, or anything of that nature. Like, I love hearing stories. I love sharing the stories because people think like just having this fetish is really just about sex. Like, there are really people who turn to this community because nobody else listens to them. A lot of females have never had attention before, and just to hear like you're beautiful from strangers can just uplift you and just make you feel like a wonderful person, and just to keep spreading positivity because some of these females have never been told by anyone that they're beautiful. You have people around the world who never experience some type of love that they're getting right now, and the numbers that they're seeing, and it's because like they are accepted for who they really are and what they have to offer at that moment. And it might sound stereotypical because people think of it as like, oh, you have a fetish and you're sexualizing it to make money or whatever it is. Some females do this and don't make any money at all. It's just about you and what your fetish is, and like don't Don't let anybody change you. Be who you want to be. And like, I stress that so much in every podcast because like, you don't know what other people go through, and nobody knows what I think about at night when I go to sleep. I could be the most confident person in the world to you or to the next person or to even myself, and sometimes I have bad days. Like, everybody has bad days. Everybody has things that they go through, and that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you change. Like, you shouldn't change yourself to be with anybody or to hang out with anybody who doesn't accept you, because that's not true. And you'll never feel genuine, and you'll never feel that void of feeling like they truly love you. As long as you're not out here raping children or raping people or taking people against their will or committing crimes or doing anything wrong, there's nothing wrong with how you're living your life. And as long as you do what you're supposed to do and you have your priorities in order and you can take care of your business and have nobody tell you or help you, you should be able to enjoy whatever luxury or fetish that you want to. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with the fact that Shorty's boyfriend likes that or is into that. I do feel like he should have told her. I do feel like he should have let her on, because that is 3 years of her time wasted. And that is a crucial time period to be with someone and not know that about someone, because it could have changed your whole relationship. I do feel like it's fucked up that she cheated on him. I do feel like that's why people need to communicate, and that's why it's really important to just tell people who you are, because he could have been like, look, this is who I am. She could have been like, look, I'm not fucking with it. And he could have met somebody like right after her, and she's like, oh, I'm cool with that shit. Like, I'll do that. Hey, no problem. I'm into it. I'm with that shit. Like, I'm open to it. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Whatever makes us happy, because you make me happy and I make you happy. Whatever we have to do, then that's what we have to do. And boom, he could have been in love instead of hiding who he is, because it doesn't matter if a person is pretty on the inside and ugly on the outside. If you don't like an ugly person on the outside, it's never going to work. It doesn't matter if somebody is pretty on the outside and ugly on the inside, because if you like a pretty face and you feel like you can just upgrade a bitch, you'll deal with her nasty ass attitude. And it happens every day. Like, ball players, all these famous men getting these females, they know what the fuck they're getting into. That's just a fetish. Females spending their fucking money, that's a fetish. They know these bitches is going to do what they're going to do. They know everything is going to be what it's going to be, and they still put themselves in that situation. That within itself is a fetish. So, y'all make sure y'all hit me up in my fucking email. Tell me what y'all think. Tell me what's going on. Tell me how y'all feel about this topic. What should Shorty do? Because my advice to Shorty is just in the relationship, neither one of y'all are really being honest with each other. And yes, 3 years, but you could take that 3 years as a loss, or you can stay with this person for 4, 5, 6, 10 more years and then take that ultimate loss, when you can just part ways and still be friends and still be cordial right now. I don't necessarily feel like you have to tell him you cheated on him, but if you don't tell him that you cheated on him, you should definitely not make what he's into a big deal. I feel like you should turn it into like a friendship situation. But I would definitely tell him I cheated on him, because he's not going to understand why the relationship is like why it is and what's going on. So, if you're watching this episode, I don't even know if she's going to watch the episode. Like, she was just really angry. But if you're watching the episode, I hope you take my advice. I hope you keep watching the other episodes to see what people tell you. I will be posting, so I hope you follow me on my social medias, because you decided to hit me up, which is really dope, and I really appreciate it. So I'm going to be talking about this until next week. So y'all hit me up. Y'all tell me your stories. Again, you will remain anonymous. I will not tell your name unless you just don't give a fuck. If you tell me you don't give a fuck, I will post you with no problem, because I like the scoop. The scoop is what I need, and you need the scoop, and we need the scoop. It's all about the scoop. Thank you for tuning in to episode 3 of Day to Day with Jane. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys hit the bell so you get all the notifications. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you share with all of your friends so nobody misses the dope experience that we have right here for you. I want you guys to be a part of it. Make sure you hit up my email. Make sure you follow me on social media. Make sure you check out everything new that's Jane. And I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a great day.